So in today's lecture, we will learn about a programming concept called recursion. Alright, so it is a concept which is used in programming languages to simplify codes. And let's understand what is recursion. So the process in which a function calls itself directly or indirectly is called recursion, and the corresponding function is called recursive function. Right? Now the function is called repeatedly until the conditions are met, which means that there's a block of code written and it does not call another variable, it calls itself again and again until the conditions are met. Right? Now need of recursion. Recursion is an amazing technique with the help of which we can reduce the length of our code and make it easier to read and write, which means that we don't have to write multiple loops, as recursion's main focus is to replace loops, which in turn reduces space and time complexity. It is better than brute force because it makes code more readable. Now let's come to the block diagram, which will help you understand it easier. So we start the function and then we go to the main function, right? And then main function calls the function which is a recursive function. And now what happens is we give the recursive function a task, like we have to print Raj 5 times. So now what will happen is the function will activate and now it will print Raj 1 time, right? And now it will go to this part and it will ponder if the task is completed. If yes, then the command will end, then the program will end, but the task has not ended yet, so it will go back to the function and print Raj again, and the value will become from +1 to +2. Now it will happen again and again until this value becomes 5, and the moment it becomes 5, this area will say that yes, the task is completed and the program will end. This is the basic crux of recursion. This is what recursion is called. So let me demonstrate you by giving an example, by writing you a code. So now what we have to do is just write a simple code. Alright. I'm writing my code on REPL and I will give a link so that you can check it out. Namespace standard. Now let's write a function which is recursive function. Alright. Write recursion and now let's write a program in which it says that I have to print Mrigraj 5 times. Alright, so let's go. So if I equals 0, then we should return the function, right? And if I is greater than 5, greater than 0, then cout print Raj. Alright. Now this is not recursion. Now what recursion is, like we will put the address of the same function inside the function, but with a caveat that the value of I will minus by 1 each time the function is called. which means that the value of I will decrease and it will reach 0, and when it reaches 0 the function will return. So you will understand it. Now let's run this program and let's keep the value 5. And it's not working for some reason. Let's run this program in another compiler. Okay, let's run this program in another compiler. Alright. Yes, there's some error. Let's see. If I is greater than 0, yes. So now let's run it. I think it should do it. Yes, as you can see, the function is running and the value is 5. So now what's happening is the value is 5, and now what happens is it checks if the value is 0. It is not, it is greater than 0. So now what happens is it prints. Now the value of I is decreased by 1. Now it's 4. And now what happens is it goes back because the task is not completed yet. So now again it checks if the value is 0. It's not. Then again it prints Raj because the value is greater than 0. And it happens again and again until the task is completed. So this is the basic concept recursion. I hope you understand this. Thank you for watching.